Ndinoda kuti nyika isiwe vanhu vangu inguva yedu hatingatadzi kubudirira Mwari ari parutivi pedu rambai muchirwa 'Cause my hitters don't die and real hitters gon' shine and my people gon' rise 'Cause we're born to win, yeah. I ain't saying
but the hell do I not ever deal? I swear this thing is a real dog. I play it fan off, the cowards that they can't feel. The wife try to console me like it's coming, baby, chill. She don't understand. I'm the only one that's real. I remember the third grade. Them kids, they had waves. I had them BDBs. You know that Zimbabwean bread. So they do shades till your boy hit the stage. Press play and all the chicks was like, yeah. While boys was moving bricks, I was moving chips. If she gave me calculus, gave her a mouthful of it. Heat rose to this thing, boy, I bet on myself.
Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome to the Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. I want to welcome you to our special. We are starting off this Monday at the beautiful Sankofa Theater with our Black History Takeover. We promised y'all we will be in the building, and yes, we are. And I'm so excited that on this episode, I get to chop it up with my girl, Teme Wokoma. That's right. She has really helped to bring Sankofa Theater to life for all of us in the community. There she is right there. She is joining me, and also my bro Elijah L. Lewis with Ethereal Vision. He is also here. I'm so excited that both of them are joining me to get our week started off on the right direction and on the right path. But of course, it's the top of the show, y'all. So it's a great time to tag and share the stream. That's right. Go ahead, tag and share the stream with folks you feel could benefit from a daily dose of dopeness right here on the Day with Trae. If you can't watch us, don't worry. We got you covered. You can listen to us anywhere you find your favorite podcast. Just search Converge Media Network and the Day with Trae. Y'all will find me on Google, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Apple Music, whichever one is your favorite. Y'all will find us there. Just search for me and y'all will find me. So glad that y'all are on this journey with me. Thank you to those who are tagging and sharing the stream and who are sharing the podcast. We appreciate you so much. But of course, I'm excited because I get to have an amazing discussion with my girl Teme, who has been doing big things out here in the community, and Sankofa Theater is now on the map for us all. Welcome, Teme. How are you?
I'm well, Trae. How are you?
I'm doing great. You're looking fabulous.
Thank you. You're going to tell that every time I get on this show, girl.
You already know it. You already know it.
Thank you.
I was already geeking out about her hair, y'all. I'm loving the look. I'm loving the vibes. But you know, this has been a long time coming. And so I really want you to be able to walk us through the beginnings. For those who may not know Sankofa Theater, this is something that you've had in your mind for a very long time. Tell us about those beginnings.
Really, it starts as childhood for everyone, right? Knowing my creativity, being wild and crazy in every program that I wanted to be in. I just wanted to be immersed in community. And I had leaders who snatched me up, and I'm who I am because of that. So being able to be just guided through the entertainment industry. My mom is a breakdancer. She's a classic vocalist. So I grew up watching her do the things that I do now. And so I always believed that I could, because my mom gave me that. My mom gave me that strength, and she gave me that confidence. So shout out to my mom. I have to do that. Shout out to Antoinette. Thank you so much for everything. And my mom made me make her a promise that if your grades are good, you can do anything you want to. And so with that mindset, I did everything. I did tap dance, jazz, modern dance, West African dance, hip hop dance. By the time I was in 4th and 5th grade, I was touring during school times to go to other assemblies to perform. And again, those moments were like, you're a professional. Everyone, all my mentors are like, you're a professional, regardless of we're 8 years old. It's like, right. Y'all are professional. And so I've talked a lot about my Langston history and a lot of other segments with you and other folks. And so folks know me as a Langston kid, summer musical. Also, my legacy with Cutting Up. A lot of people know Cutting Up. I was like 2nd generation vet. So Tyrone Crosby and everyone who was around gave me opportunities to perform like at Cube 93 and Summer Jam. So opening up for Bone Thugs and Harmony, opening up for Lil Wayne, opening up for just all these incredible artists, right? That you're looking up to when you're a kid and you're like, dang, I want to be you. But Seattle gave me those opportunities. And so as I started to explore, and I lived in many places, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, LA, none of them had the essence that Seattle had. None of them. In every city I went to, people were like, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from Seattle. They're like, there's Black people in Seattle? And like, you the only family that live in Seattle that's Black, huh? And I'm like, no, like there's lots of us and like we're dope and we're incredible. And I'm like, Quincy Jones went to my high school, like I started naming people and they're like, oh, maybe I should visit Seattle. And so when I decided that, hey, mainstream industry is not really my thing. I have done things. I've done commercial work. I've done music videos. I've gotten a chance to perform Coachella stage with Lizzo. So I've done my dirt. I've done my thing. But what always the hunger in me was to come back. Because when I would come back and visit family, there was one time in particular, these two young kids saw me off of the train station in Mount Baker, and they were like, "You're Teme." And I was like, yeah. They're like, we know you be dancing. Are you coming back from LA? I'm like, these girls know my life. I was like, what's going on here? But it was like, and then like I heard God say like, yeah, they're watching. And so I was like, oh, I have a bigger responsibility here. I'm thinking it's just me, you know what I'm saying? And like my insecurities and my this and my that. And those moments coming home, having those reminders that it's bigger than me, led me to the Sankofa Theater.
Well, I just got to tell you, your dedication to wanting to come back after you've explored all of these different pathways, particularly in all these fields of creativity, because you dance, but you do hair, you do makeup. You have been enthralled in creativity. And this has really become a space for you to open that up to others. How has it been? Because now it's been over a year, a little bit, right? And yeah. I've come here. I've been able to experience events here, but people are really like taking to this idea of like, yo, we got like a Black-owned theater. We can do stuff. We can pop off up in here and get it popping. How has that been for you? Because it's been such an amazing thing to hear it out in the community now with Sankofa Theater's name just buzzing out there.
Just like I was saying before we got here, Trae, it's been a roller coaster. And I think any entrepreneur can identify with just everything is unexpected when you're walking into new opportunities. But what is not new is, again, my hunger for making sure that our industries here are thriving and that I get to work with people that I actually like. I always say that every time I'm on set with anyone. I'm like, my goal is to like work with my friends. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like on set with Pitbull and I'm like, yeah, my goal is to work with my friends. And it's like, no shade to you. You're cool. You know what I'm saying? Well, my friends are cooler in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that I grew up with and that I rock with and that I can make something out of nothing with. Those are the superstars in my eyes. And so being able to come here and work with people like Elijah, work with people like you, offer free space when I can, and really just kind of like, what's the movie like where they send you into a deep sleep? But it's just like, I want to go deep into the subconscious of the Black community in Seattle and say, turn up, wake up, pull up, tap in. You know what I'm saying? I spent so much time in my 20s looking for space to create, my own music videos and create my own thing. And a lot of times Black youth get gatekeeped out of spaces and they're like, oh, you're going to be rowdy or is it going to get shot up or woo, woo, woo. And even though there were parties that I've been to that did have violence, I could say God covered me in every event that I've ever did since a child. When I say I was a child at 15, throwing parties and stuff, crazy. But no violence, none. There was never any violence. And so that stuck with me. And then people wanted to come to what I was doing, whether it was with Cutting Up or whether it was with Nutty Boy or whether it was with Team iPod or just some of these groups that were out and about, they were like, hey, we're going to go and we're actually going to have a good time. It's not going to get shut down. People ain't going to be acting crazy. They're going to come and have a good time. So that is what I wanted to bring here. So we've had movie nights, fashion shows, birthday parties, concerts. We've had a lot of things, paint and sips. And so that is the vision. The vision is say, hey, I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to create the opportunity, and let's do it.
Yeah, the open door is really a testament to your commitment and desire for your community to have something. And I just remember you talking about this space and talking about it in terms of like what it could be. And I'm just so proud of you because seeing it unfold, I'm like trying to keep it together because just being in here, we talked about this for such a long time. Shout out to you for your dedication, for riding that roller coaster so that we can all experience this amazing space. Obviously, when you think about some of the ways that, you know, the next season, what that holds. There's so many different opportunities here. And, you know, we're both theater kids. So when I see seats and the whole theater, I'm like, oh, we need to start writing plays. Yeah. We need to start doing one-woman shows, one-man shows. Like we need to start putting theater back on the map for us. It reminds me of how New Black Arts West Theater was, and the original New Black Theater was, for generations before us. So tell us about some of those ideas that you have in terms of utilization of the space moving forward.
So some of the ideas are a continuum of things that people have seen me do in the community already. So like I said, events that are positive, that are edutainment based, right? You're going to come, you're going to have fun, but you're going to learn something, because education has always been something that's been instilled in my life, having educators as grandparents and all that kind of stuff. So that in particular, but honestly, when I imagine the Sankofa Theater, I imagine people shooting their own music videos here. I imagine people doing workshops on how to set your lighting. I imagine people doing shows like this, broadcasting. I imagine all those things. I imagine bringing the incredible artists that no longer live in Seattle, that are from Seattle, back to Seattle into this space so they can sow the seeds for the next generation. Because everyone that I know that's out there doing it, someone passed the lob, right? Yeah. You mentioned New Black's art. Nana Kabibi, she gave me opportunities after opportunities at 12, 13, 14, and gave me opportunities to get paid, right? And showed me what etiquette was. So that's what this space is about. When the youth step in here, or really all ages, I know I always focus on the youth because that's my heart, but really all ages. I want even people who feel like it's too late for me to come into the space and it not be too late, that they're on time. And so everybody's here ready for them to step into the light and to show us what's going on, because Seattle is so dope. Like people don't really get it, and it's like hard to quantify and communicate. And so the Sankofa Theater is here just to showcase that. I don't need to talk about it no more. I don't need to go around to all these different opportunities and sets and brag about Seattle. I could just show them now. So when I do go out and do some more incredible things, I have some more things to show for it. And I have more people that I can open up those opportunities. There's so, like this is a little tidbit, but it's like I'll be on set and I'll be like, this food is nasty. No shade. No shade. Keep booking me. But the food don't be all that good. And I'd be like, I know 8, 9, 10, 11 people who could be in here craft today. Now. Like call my homie. Like call one of my homies, right? I think that way, even though I'm just here for key talent, or I might just be here as key makeup artist or backup, for hair. I'm thinking about how could this be better? And I know who could come in here and make it better. And they're in Seattle, Washington, 206-425. Okay.
I love it so much, Tay. Thank you again for your dedication and your brilliance. I mean, this space is shining already. It's such a shining star for all of us. Thank you so much for opening it up to Converge this week with our takeover. I'm so excited for all the things we're doing in this space this week. So thank you again, my friend. I love you dearly.
I love you so much.
Oh my goodness. Y'all, we get to continue this right after this short break. I get to talk to my brother, Elijah L. Lewis with Ethereal Vision. Of course, they are one of the partners here with Sankofa Theater. So we get to dive into that partnership and some of the amazing curated events that Ethereal Visions has coming up. Y'all stay tuned right after this short break. You're watching The Day with Trae. What's up, everybody? Trae Holiday here, and I'm so excited that Converge Media is doing a Black History Month takeover at the iconic Sankofa Theater. That's right, we're going to be looking back to look forward in this amazing space as we curate our own segments of Black history with our friends there at Sankofa Theater. Shout out to our partners, Friends of Waterfront Seattle, the Elite Collective, and the Vita Agency for joining us on this amazing journey. Of course, the whole Converge family is going to be in the building February 20th through the 24th. Y'all do not want to miss these segments. Join us and can't wait to see you there.
COVID-19 hurt my income, my health, and my family. We were about to lose our home when we heard we might be eligible for homeowner assistance funds from the government. We called 1-877-894-HOME, and a housing counselor stepped in, talked to our lender, and saved our home. Federal funding details at washingtonhaf.org. That's washingtonhaf.org.
This winter, Seattle Opera presents the world premiere of 1,000 Splendid Suns. Based on the best-selling novel by Khaled Hosseini, this new opera tells the breathtaking story of two Afghan women brought together under the brutal Taliban rule. There has never been a more important time for this story to be on stage. Make this world premiere part of your plans today. Don't miss 1,000 Splendid Suns, February 25th through March 11th at McCall Hall. Details at seattleopera.org.
What's up, everybody? You know, me and Besa, my girl, we had to pull up to Market Street Shoes once again, y'all.
And you know, we do this every season. We have to get the new shoes, the new boots, and this time I even got a coat.
Yeah, no, you did walk in without a coat.
I really
I'm glad
did.
you found one. But their boots were on point.
Yes, the boots, the bags. I even grabbed a flannel.
Yeah, you did. You know, and I was able to get some hats and everything. I was really impressed.
And you know, I was impressed because, of course, I got those white boots that you guys see me wearing everywhere these days.
Yeah, no, I look at your white boots and I'm like, darn it, they only have one pair. Me and Base wear the same size. Of course, every time we walk out with several bags in hand.
Several bags and sometimes even a backpack, you guys. Make sure you check out Market Street Shoes.
Yeah, please check them out. Where they go, Besa?
Ooh, 2232 Northwest Market Street, Seattle, Washington.
Welcome back, everybody, to The Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. And joining me right now is my brother, Elijah L. Lewis with Ethereal Vision. What up, Elijah?
What's up, Trae?
Hey, you know, I'm glad that we get to have this conversation about Ethereal Vision. We've talked a lot about what you do in community. You've been on several times, but this is really something that I'm glad that you're putting more energy towards in this partnership with Sankofa Theater. I know is a huge step in what you want to see moving forward for Ethereal Vision. Tell us all about Ethereal Vision and this amazing partnership.
Absolutely. Yeah. Ethereal Vision is an entertainment company, a local entertainment company that I built as a platform for artists to be able to come and leverage Ethereal Vision as a opportunity to build their own projects, right? And so ultimately, Ethereal Vision is a vision that I had when I was younger and just wanting to support really my friends and their artistry and their talent. And I remember being 15, 16 years old and being a young prodigy for a local entertainment and record label in the area and being able to say, like, I was able to work with all these artists and local celebrities and be able to work with my friends as their manager and representation and all these different things and build up into part owner of this company. And I ended that partnership with that company because I definitely had just a different vision, right? The Ethereal Vision is a vision of empowering our creatives, empowering talent, positive talent, not having to alter who we are in order to fit this industry, but really making this industry fit who we are, right? As an artist, as a performer, as a producer, there's so many different roles in this entertainment industry. And so I wanted our voices to be represented in our city. And so what I did is I started my own entertainment company and I said, I'm going to do things different. And being able to be here at Sankofa Theater really leverage this as our home venue and be a co-working space that it is and co-creative space, it's just been an honor to be here.
Yeah, well, already you hit this town ablaze. You told me, you're like, Trae, I'm about to start. Watch, you about to start seeing, and I'm like, oh goodness, here he comes. What kind of events can people expect out of Ethereal Vision? Because already you've hit a wide spectrum here when you talk about really supporting entertainers. Tell us some of the events that y'all have already done in this space and some of the things you're looking to do.
Absolutely. So as you said, like hit the ground running back in December of last year, we had our first event, and that was just to showcase what Ethereal Vision was to community, right? I've done a lot of things as an individual, right? Ethereal Vision for a long time was just me working on different sets, being the project manager that I am, co-creating different events and stuff like that in community, right? And then now as 2023 happens, is more or less of partnerships, more or less collaborations, more or less bringing Ethereal Vision to the outside world and showing this is what we're capable of doing. And so really our first event was on December 10th, and just seeing, calling my community partners and community folks that I've worked with in the past on different projects and said, hey, this is my entertainment company. This is what I'm doing in 2023. And I want to showcase this and see who's down to be, partner with me. And around, this was a full house. We had every single seat filled, and just seeing all the supportive people that are like, yeah, I'm down, right? And then we had another planning session on the 28th of January. And now what we're doing is we're producing events, right? And so on the 26th, we actually have a youth-centered open mic that we're going to be doing. And ultimately, we partnered up with Youth Speaks. And I'm just really excited because we're able to support local youth artists and have a platform like Sankofa Theater to have them perform and be able to, let people know what they have going on.
I'm gonna tell you, I love this. I love it so much. I think about all of the things that, people talk about, oh, well, where's the Black community at in Seattle? Or there's nothing going on. And I started thinking about, poetry slams and rap battles and like just a whole poetry night like that's curated for couples to come in and just do snaps like on Love Jones. It's like what Ethereal Visions represents to me is like a gateway to all of those kinds of events, right? And also that's really what I get excited about with Sankofa Theater. It's like, can I come here and do some candle making? Can I bring some friends and we can do the paint and sip? Can I connect with you in the events you're doing so we can support the youth, come out and hear them do their poetry? This for me is like, so it represents so many things, but it really is about culture. It's really about like a foundation for culture. When you think about that and all that Ethereal Visions can bring out to the community, how does it resonate with you to know like now this partnership with Sankofa Theater gives you this space and it's like, yo, your brain, I know how your brain works. You're on some like maximize it to the fullest.
Yes.
So tell us how it really resonates with you, because this has been something that you've been keeping kind of for yourself for so long now, bringing it out to everyone else for us to all participate in and experience.
Yes. One thing I want to say is just being able to work in the entertainment industry in Seattle, right? You really get to see that it's not just one type of artist in Seattle, right? We have comedians in Seattle. We have performers. We have dancers. We have people who play instruments. We have so much different raw talent, our athletes, everything, right? And so one thing with me is just seeing that a lot of these talent are told that they're not going to be successful, right? That you have to get a real job, that you have to find a real industry to work in. And a lot of our talented individuals are not able to have a platform to be able to showcase their artistry, right? And so really having a place like Sankofa Theater for Ethereal Visions means that we are able to create and produce dope events and give these people a platform, these young artists. And like Teme was saying, there's people in our community that have been in our community 20, 30, 50 years that are like, look, I'm ready to do some dope stuff. I've been doing some dope stuff. Like, let's just showcase that dope stuff, right? And so some of my events that I've had so far, and really I look for our key partners. And when I say key partner, I'm looking for people who are motivated. I'm looking for people who are already doing some dope stuff within their own creative ways, right? And are looking for just a platform to be able to say, I want to a secure partner, right? I want an investor. I want somebody that could help invest into this project, or maybe they're looking for sponsors or whatnot, that they to really see this project through. And that's what Ethereal Visions can do, right? And ultimately, what we've done is, like I said, with You Speaks, we're doing this open mic. You Speaks for going on 3 years did not have a space to be able to hold their open mics. And so they're coming back after COVID, right? And they're able to have that platform again within Sankofa Theater, co-produced with Ethereal Visions. And so those are the dope things that I'm going to be doing, working with comedians. We're going to have a comedy night April 1st. And so that's going to be some dope stuff. We're doing stuff with artist showcases and whatnot. So we're doing a variety of different things. And even in the future, you can look at us doing some corporate events as well. And so we have a variety of different partners and people that I worked with in the past that we're just going to create some amazing opportunities. And our mission here at Ethereal Visions is really to support our creatives and ultimately be able to support our creatives enough to have them be able to make sustainable opportunities for other creatives through their work, right? That's our mission. And our vision is, them doing that dope work and being able to create sustainable opportunities so that those individuals are able to also go out and do amazing things.
Well, there you go, Elijah. Thank you for being a conduit for creativity and really uplifting and moving the culture forward. It's so necessary. And this partnership that y'all have now with Sankofa Theater just plants all of that brilliance into space. And it's exactly what Teme was talking about in terms of looking for those kinds of opportunities to uplift the work you're doing. So congratulations on this amazing partnership, and kudos to you for putting your energy and effort and dedication into Ethereal Vision so we can all experience dope events. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. One last thing I want to say is just the history about Sankofa, or not even Sankofa Theater, but this space, right? Yeah. We're originally in an immigration center, right, that housed individuals and actually imprisoned individuals for many years. And these were BIPOC individuals, right? And so ultimately, for many years, this was actually a prison for our community, and now I think that, ever since it got taken over and really turned into an artist space, right, over 110 artists are able to leverage this space and utilize this space to, see their creative art through. I think that it's very important to recognize that we are changing that narrative. This was used for our demise, and we are using it to thrive and be sustainable, right? And I think that's a beautiful thing, and I think that it's very important to support the work that happens here at Sankofa Theater and see the vision of our future, right? Making sure, a lot of people talk about it's Black History Month. Well, support Black history because we're making it every single day.
Hey, making it every single day. Of course, if people want to support Ethereal Visions, connect with you, help out, partner with you, look right there, let them know how they connect.
Yes, you can partner with us and connect with us on theetherealvision.com, or you can check us out at ethereal_vision 206 on Instagram or Ethereal Vision on Facebook.
All right, Elijah, kudos to you again, my friend. Love you very much and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this whole week is about to be fire with amazing episodes right here. I get to wrap it all up right after this short break. Stay tuned, y'all. You're watching The Day with Trae.
What up, y'all? T-Dub here, as always, bringing you the news and art funding and opportunities. This year's For Culture Project grants are live now, and here's what you need to know to apply. For Culture Project grants fund cultural activities and projects throughout King County. If you are an individual or group with arts, heritage, or preservation at its core, then this funding is for you. And if you're new to the grant application process, For Culture hosts virtual workshops and has a team of grant managers ready to assist you in the process. The deadline to apply is March 23rd. Head over to forculture.org for more.
What's up, everybody? Trae Holiday here, and I'm so excited that Converge Media is doing a Black History Month takeover at the iconic Sankofa Theater. That's right, we're going to be looking back to look forward in this amazing space as we curate our own segments of Black history with our friends there at Sankofa Theater. Shout out to our partners, Friends of Waterfront Seattle, the Elite Collective, and the Vita Agency for joining us on this amazing journey. Of course, the whole Converge family is going to be in the building February 20th through the 24th. Y'all do not want to miss these segments. Join us and can't wait to see you there. What's up, everybody? You know, me and Besa, my girl, we had to pull up to Market Street Shoes once again, y'all.
And you know, we do this every season. We have to get the new shoes, the new boots, and this time I even got a coat.
Yeah, no, you did walk in without a coat.
I really
I'm glad
did.
you found one, but their boots were on point.
Yes, the boots, the bags. I even grabbed a flannel.
Yeah, you did. You know, and I was able to get some hats and everything. I was really impressed.
And you know, I was impressed because, of course, I got those white boots that you guys see me wearing everywhere these days.
Yeah, no, I look at your white boots and I'm like, darn it, they only have one pair. Me and Besa wear the same size. Of course, every time we walk out with several bags in hand.
Several bags and sometimes even a backpack, you guys. Make sure you check out Market Street Shoes.
Yeah, please check them out. Where they go, Besa?
Ooh, 2232 Northwest Market Street, Seattle, Washington.
Welcome back, everybody, to The Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. What a great first episode here in Sankofa Theater to set the week off right here as we make our own Black history with our Black History Takeover at Sankofa. I want to thank Teme and Elijah for being my first guests here. It's so great to set the tone with what Sankofa Theater is, why it's in existence, and how it is looking to embed itself in communities and move culture forward. And also to connect with Elijah about why Ethereal Visions has partnered with Sankofa to be a hub for all of the amazing events and curated activities that he and his team at Ethereal Visions are bringing to life for all of us. Of course, I'm inspired by their stories. I know them both very well, have gotten to know them over the last years and really worked with them in a professional and personal level. And they really are near and dear to my heart, both of them. And the fact that they are working together, supporting each other, really pouring love into each other and into each other's vision is something that I am so inspired by. These folks are doing it. And I would say these young folks, you know, they're just younger than me, but just a little bit. Okay. Not a much. Okay. Y'all out there. No, but the fact that they are so serious about, you know, being here, being an example, you know, making things happen is definitely inspiring to me. I want all of you to be inspired out there to do the same thing. You know, they had something in their heads about how they could be important and meaningful and impactful in community. And if they only kept it in their heads, we wouldn't even be able to experience what we are now in this amazing space. So I want y'all to do what they have done. Be inspired. See yourself as a part of the solution. Bring those ideas out to life so that we can all experience your brilliance and your greatness. Of course, for me, y'all, until tomorrow at 11 a.m. Peace. Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.